Now, we have recently been hearing inspiring sermons about trusting the Lord during perplexing or confusing times that we just do not understand. We've been hearing about finding hope and trust and believing in our loving and our sovereign God. And this morning, we'd like you to hear a wonderful testimony that exemplifies just that kind of trust. So please welcome Jake and Jack Fabish as they share their journey and their journey with us.
I think that's for you, Miss. Sovereign Grace Church of Louisville, thank you. I love this church, and what I mean by that is I love the people of this church. And I could go row by row and say thank you, but Bob told me 400 words, and I'm already over the limit. But when we arrived at Sovereign Grace in 2017, we were well acquainted with suffering, and we had theology, but we had no theology of suffering. At that time, Jack could only walk on his knees. Today, by God's grace, Jack was able to walk up here unassisted. But to us, the greatest gift has always been the grace of God that we have received through his people here at this church. So I wanted to give Jack a chance to share some of his experience.
All right. When I first entered Sovereign Grace for the first time, I was focused on myself and how different I looked. But the people here saw my disability as a means of encouragement in God's work in my life. I always felt included in part of whatever was going on. I still do. So many people went out of their way to encourage me and include me in their conversations. In the months before my most recent surgery, people told me that they were praying for me. I couldn't get to my seat on Sunday without someone coming over to say hi or to encourage me. I felt loved and cared for as I went through surgery. In the months after my most recent surgery, I was confined to a wheelchair, but I was close to tears one Sunday when people I knew, and many I didn't, came over to pray over me and reassure me of God's incredible work in my life. At G2 one evening, Mr. and Mrs. Bradshaw and the rest of the youth group cheered me on and built me up in the Word. I have been blessed by your support and encouragement. I hope I can do the same for others.
Sovereign Grace, you reminded us that God has ordained good works for us to walk in. Chronic pain and chronic suffering cannot steal those works from us. You encouraged us that it's the patience of God that leads men to repentance, so our endurance has meaning and has purpose. And when the pain felt overwhelming, it was you that reminded us that God's not unaware. Our prayers are not only heard, but they're magnified and multiplied through the intercession of Christ on our behalf. And when we finally reach eternity, it will be Christ himself who is there to personally wipe away the remaining tears. And until then, we are kept. We are bound up in his love for us. Sovereign Grace Church of Louisville, thank you for giving us a theology of suffering. Thank you for being a church that suffers well and cares well. You are God's gift to us, and we are so thankful.